Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Always, and welcome back to Feed the Beast Infinity Evolved Expert Mode Skyblock. In the last episode, we were expanding on our mob farm for blood magic, and we've been working on trying to get Portal Alfheim up and running, and doing basically everything we need to do in order to summon the Gaia Guardian. And, well, you know what? I have everything ready. So, that means we can start working on summoning the Gaia Guardian. So, where are we at right now? Well, actually, we're very close to the Angel Ring. That is what we're going after right now, and the biggest thing is we need to get a little bit more iridium. We need 5 pieces in total, and that's pretty much it. We just have to kill the Gaia Guardian, do some Thaumcraft, and I think it's just Thaumcraft, because we need the Flugel Tiara. Easy enough. And then we can use that to get the Thaumostatic Harness. Simple enough. And then that is used with the rest of the stuff in our extreme crafting table to get the Angel Ring. And all we'll need is 2 more iridium reinforced plates, which we have 1. So it's really, we're really quite close to being done. So we just need to get some better armor and kill the Gaia Guardian. So that is the plan for today. I have the Terra Steel, I have the beacon, and the Gaia pylons that we need. So let's just go ahead and put this stuff in here. Actually, we're going to need that for the Thaumostatic Harness, so we'll put it over there. We just need to get some halfway decent diamond armor. And we're going to use diamond armor because why not? Can we not, whoops, can we not make diamond armor? Or how do we make it? Oh, we need the iron. Okay, alright. That's not that bad. So we need leather, armor. Okay, it's a little bit worse than I thought just because of not being able to do anything. Protection 8, protection 8. Actually, our flux-infused chestplate will be just as good. Is our jetpack just as good? Protection 6. It is not quite as good. So we can make all this stuff. That's kind of expensive. What else could we do? Shiny, which gives us knockback resistance, but minus speed, and I kind of want the speed. Last time we also made a bunch of accessories, Ring of Far Reach and Tectonic Girdle. Those are going to be super useful today. Sapphire, they all have like very next to no durability. I mean, Wyvern chestplate would be really cool, but that's kind of expensive. Yeah, it requires iridium. I don't think we're ready to do that. So what could we do? Terra Steel is really good, but that's gonna require a lot of stuff that I don't really have. Alright, well, we have string. Let's go ahead and just make diamond armor. So we need 24 of these, and then we make full iron armor, and then we can turn that into diamond, and then we'll enchant it a little bit. So there's chest plate, leggings, hat, and boots need something else. What do boots need? So if we want diamond boots, we need iron boots, which requires leather boots, which requires a little bit of rubber. Alright, there we go. So now we get the iron stuff. Let's just grab iron plates. I already have, I guess I could just use the iron chest plates. I'm going to make new. So we'll do this. There's an iron chest plate. Iron leggings. And helmet. And then we do the same thing with diamond. Diamond chest plate. Diamond leggings. Helmet and boots. So full diamond armor. Now do we have any enchantment books? We do, but nothing good. So what's going to be the best way to enchant all this stuff? Because we're going to want protection. Let's see. I don't see any protection books. I don't know that we can do... Let's see, if we grab this guy, recipe, we can make the flim flam and reading. But if we want the protection, we need dark steel. So, yuck. And we also need enchanter. So how much dark steel do we have? We have a little bit, not that much. We don't have the enchanter. Can we get an enchanter easily? This is something I haven't actually looked into. Disenchanter, osmotic enchanter. There it is. Enchanter. It is disabled, so no. We can't do that. Auto enchanter. We could do that, but I don't know that it's worth it. Let's just grab our enchanting table. And what we can do is just plop this down. We could put these guys around it. And that will give us level 30s. And then we will just grab 30 levels. Unbreaking protection 3. Not bad. Now this is a little bit risky. Last stand, that's not bad. But projectile protection, that's actually pretty good. It's plus soulbound. This is a little bit risky just because you don't know what you're going to get, but looks like we did decent. So we'll just take, well, we'll keep that on for right now. We don't need our iron armor anymore. And we'll want to keep some levels on us because of Last Stand. It's actually kind of nice that we got that. That is an interesting enchantment that basically allows us to survive hits that we normally wouldn't be able to. And that is on our helmet. Cool. We can go ahead and put this stuff on. And let's see. I need my Lexica. Britannia. Did we get this activated by the elves? Yes. Okay, cool. Because we're going to need this for the ritual. There's a nice visualization thing that we can do. And we're going to go ahead and set this up real quick. Just right over here. So, what is it that we need to do? We're going to try to put it basically in the center-ish. So we have plenty of room. So about right here. And that looks fine. Okay, so break this, F7, so we can see where the darkness is. Break these guys. Don't really care about that. We need our blocks of iron. And then a beacon, plus our Gaia pylons, which go up a single block, I do believe. And let's just do this. And then I'm going to get rid of the visualization because we don't need it anymore. Cool. So we just put the Gaia pylons here. Can break this stuff. And that is what we need to set up for this boss fight. Now, here's a little bit of a thing. So the boss fight itself isn't going to be too terrible, I don't think. I hope not. But we are going to be prepared. So first of all, we need to drop this stuff off. And we can take our jet plate off as well. We're going to store that somewhere safe as well as all of our stuff. So in there, we'll just throw all of this stuff in there. Blocks we'll keep, I guess. We'll put that back away. All this stuff can go away. We are going to get withered. That is not good. Usually I would make a certain wand. It is the... what is it called? Infernal wands. I would typically make this, but that's not going to be super easy because of the pride shards. But we could make that one. It would prevent us from taking damage from wither, but at the same time, I don't know if it's the best option. Is there anything else that would prevent wither? I don't think so. Unfortunately, we don't have like reliquary or something like that that would allow us to just negate the wither effect with like a witherless rose, but we'll just go with jeweled apples. How many more apples do I have? I have a bunch. And let's get some diamonds. And we'll just get let's get 8 jeweled apples. So jeweled apples are really, really good. We're also gonna want some speed potions, I think. Let's just do the long one. And honestly, I think we're about ready to go. So let's sleep. Ranged weapons are not going to be useful here at all. You know, let's also take a strength potion. Let's just again do the longer timer than anything else, and we should be ready to go. So I guess let's just go ahead and do this. So we need to get these. We need to summon the Gaia Guardian, and that's going to allow us to get Gaia Spirits, and that's all we need. So all you have to do is come over here, and are we ready? Armor. You know, can we make any heart containers? We need necrotic bones. That's the only thing I don't know if we have. But it looks like the recipes otherwise are the same. So can we increase our health? Because we have hearts. Yeah, we have plenty of hearts. So necrotic bones, we have a lot. Alright, so let's make like 10 of these. And we're going to want more jeweled apples. Alright, so diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of those. And there is 10 red heart canisters. So this will give us even more health. Eventually, there it goes. And we should be good to go. So, just trying to think if there's anything else. You know what I'm going to do real quick? Hey, I did all this research. I never actually researched it. Oh no, I still have to do that research. Whoops. I'll worry about it later. It's not that important right now. So you know what? I am going to take a quick pause so that I can go see if there is a way to negate the wither effect easily, or if there's anything I can do about that. So I will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. But I went and looked things up, and turns out there is, in fact, this Talisman of Remedium will work to get rid of all effects. So let's go ahead and make this. So it's not that difficult. It does require some smoky quartz, which is easy enough. We're going to need just some normal nether quartz and a piece of charcoal. And let's see what else we're going to need. We're going to need a gas tier. We're going to need niter. What else? Ender pearl. So all in all, it's not that difficult to do. So let's go ahead and make this thing. Now, supposedly it will work to make what we need, to do what we need rather, and how do you spell talisman? It's medium. So there it is, right there. Talisman. Okay. Now I know. So we need to get some aspects, but nothing that seems too terribly difficult. So let's get this real quick, and then we will go ahead and fight the Gaia Guardian. So what kind of things do we need? We need 20 humanus, which we have none of. Alright, so what's an easy way to get humanus? Rotten flesh. So let's just grab a stack of rotten flesh. We have plenty of room. We'll send it down below to be processed. We also need 10 each of Sano and life plus instrumentum. We need a little bit more Sano. We need all of those. Okay. So it's not going to be quite that easy. Let's see. Eggs are good. Flowers are good. Chicken, beef, honey. Let's do like 8 eggs. We also need Sano, which milk is great for that. Let's go get a bucket of milk or 2. And we can make even more, so this will work just fine. To get plenty of Sano. If I still have a cow, there you are. One of these days I will actually do something about these animals. But right now it doesn't matter too much. Here soon we are going to get flight though. And flight is going to be amazing for multiple reasons. The big reason that it's going to be just amazing to use is because we're going to be able to fly around and put up structures a lot easier. Which is kind of ideal. So we'll just throw that in there. Alright, and then instrumentum, crooks work just fine. What is something else? Iron shovels, boots, and then rubber is actually pretty good. But flint is probably going to be the easiest thing. So let's just grab half a stack of flint. And we have the Sano. We are getting life. We probably need more life. Wasn't it like flowers and stuff like that? Yeah, flowers will work, as well as raw animal parts. So just throw in some chicken. And that'll work. So instrumentum, we're getting that. Sano, we have plenty of. And then the other thing we needed was... what was the other thing we needed? Oh, Humanus, which we have plenty of. Alright, so once we have the life, I think we're good to go. So for these guys, Enderpearl goes in the center. Gas tier and niter over here. So I believe we have everything. Let's go ahead and smack that, and we'll make this talisman. So it's not a terribly difficult recipe. Now it does need to be activated, and it does need to be placed into our amulet slot, but that's not that big of a deal. So it says it will even remove some of the effects stemming from warp at an extreme durability cost. So to enable this ability, shift right click on it. As expected, only works while enabled, and it must be worn in your amulet slot. So should not be too much of a problem to handle, and this should remove the wither effect completely and any other negative effects. So that is the idea. And you know, I kind of want to scan it. And that will require us to walk all the way over here. So our health is all the way up. We have 20 hearts. We have decent armor. Cool. That worked out nicely. We have decent armor. We have pretty much everything we need. So activate it. And amulet slot. Perfect. So that should work just fine. Let's go ahead and eat. And let's do this. So, Gaia Guardian. I was saying that ranged weapons are going to be completely useless. And that is a fact. Ranged weapons do nothing against the Gaia Guardian. He avoids them, which is why we have our far reach ring. So you just shift click on this, take our potions, and he looks just like us. But yeah, all this like purple goop in the center is what does the wither effect. And it seems like it's working pretty good. We're doing a decent amount of damage. There is a damage cap, and I'm going to turn that music down. I don't know what it is. Let's just turn everything down. So there is a damage cap on this guy, I believe. But nothing too major. Let's go ahead and just eat a jeweled apple. That's going to give us a ton of absorption hearts, as well as more effects. And yeah, he's nearly dead already. So there is another phase to this. Yeah, right here we go. Where he's going to start summoning other monsters. Apologies if the volume is a little loud. I know, it's not something I can really control that easily. But, great, a compressed skeleton. That's just what I wanted to see. We're actually doing just fine though, so not too concerned. Kill everything. And we still have basically everything, so I just kind of unlucky with where he spawned. And he should be coming down now. Nope, he teleported. And he is nearly dead. There we go. He's dead. Alright, I'm going to turn the volume back up. Cool, so that worked out pretty nicely. Not that hard of a fight, really. The second form is a little bit more difficult. He does more stuff, he moves around more. But all in all, everything worked fine. Our talisman is fine. We have 8 Gaia spirits. We got a bunch of bows that I don't really care about. As well as some swords. And that's about it. So the second Gaia Guardian fight does a lot more stuff. He also has a much better reward pool. He'll give you a bunch of Botania items plus a special item. But it's something that doesn't really matter too much to me. So all we needed was the actual Gaia spirits. These are used for a couple of things. Most of the stuff we don't care about. Island building type stuff, not that big of a deal. What we need it for is, this is the Gaia Spirit ingots, which we are going to need a bunch of those actually. So it might be smart to fight the Gaia Guardian 2, which uses the Gaia Spirit ingots. You get a lot more out of it as well, so it's one of those things that's kind of up to you which fight you would rather do. Let's drop off our inventory, except for the spirits, because we're going to need those here in a moment. And what we'll do is, let's see, 3, 4. We're going to wear this, because I want to have flight, just in case. 5. Let's do 7. Bring all this stuff in here and put that stuff in there. Alright, worked out just fine for me. So, we're going to need our wand, our actual wands. So yeah, that'll just be the like battle chest, whatever. We can put our levels away, and let's go ahead and make the Flugel Tiara. So it does require 4 of our Gaia spirits. Takes a bottle of Ender Air and some Elementium and feathers, and there we go. So that is another form of flight, one that I don't plan on using, because it requires mana and it's kind of terrible. But now we can make the Thaumostatic Harness, and that's what we need to do. So let's run over here. We do need to get Void Armor. That is going to take a little bit of work, but while we're kind of working towards that, let's go ahead and get all the research stuff for this guy ready. So we need 64 air. Let's see, 64 air, Eider, magic, and Voltalis. We have 63 air, so we need a little bit more air. We have the magic. We have plenty of Eider. We have no Voltalis, which I believe comes from like feathers and bows. Ooh. But feathers are going to be the best thing, and if we just get a stack of feathers, that'll be fine. And let's see, let's just throw in a couple bows as well, and that'll be great. So we have all this stuff. We just need the void chest plate. So this guy requires just void metal, and this is going to be where it gets fun. So void metal, we have none. To make void metal, we need to do some things. Those are nuggets. We want to get void metal from void metal seeds, which require seeds, darkness, void, and alienness. So we're going to teach the system how to make this stuff. And then we're going to need quite a bit of it. But it's not too bad. So we're going to use our Thaumatorium. And we don't need this anymore. We're going to make void seeds. Now we could get another mnemonic matrix. We can put it on here and everything will be fine. So we just need a bunch of darkness, which we don't have. Good source of that is obsidian. So let's go ahead and throw some obsidian in there. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and make a mnemonic matrix. So yeah, I don't believe they're that difficult to make. We can just do that. Throw our wand in there. Switch so we can get our bonus. And that's it. Alright, so we'll just go down here. How is this guy doing? Just waiting on more darkness. But we can go ahead and put this here, and that will give us 5 recipes, which is kind of nice. What else gives us darkness, by the way? Let's see, go here. That's void. Skystone dust? I think we can throw a bunch of that. We don't really need it, so that has alienness and that has a lot of stuff that's good. Don't want to actually throw too much. But there is our void seed. So all we have to do now is go teach the system how to make that. Also scan it. It's always good to scan new things. So we'll teach the system how to make this, and then we will teach the system how to make void metal ingots, and then we can auto craft it. So seeds become void seeds, and then void seeds will become something else. And let's go ahead and fly over there because it's faster. So put that in there, and then we put this in here. Click that, and that one should be pretty easy. It's just metallum, and it should work pretty often. It should be pretty quick just because of how much metallum we have. So we just look up void metal ingot. There we go. So we can put that in here. Right there is the chest, and we need 7 more of these. So we'll just tell it to craft it, and it will eventually get it done. So while we're waiting, how close are we? Well, it would help if this was actually on. Actually, let's turn that back off. Let's take these guys, these stacks, and create... I was doing this between episodes. If we make scrap boxes, they actually last really long, and it's a little bit more efficient, sorta. It's complicated. We need like 3 more, 2 more. There we go. That's too many. 53 is... Nope, we need 54. 64 plus 2, 3, 10. Yeah, we're getting a lot of scrap. So let's just go ahead and make more scrap boxes. Now we could always add put a system to automatically do that. But 58, 62, 3. Alright, cool. There we go. So we get a bunch of scrap boxes, and then you guys can see that these last really long. And if we have a bunch of these, so the plan is eventually we're going to set up a bunch of these recyclers, and we're going to have lots of power coming to them. That is almost full, which is nice. That should actually give us a lot of the stuff. But as you can see, it lasts a long time. We can have the recyclers making a bunch of scrap and then turning it into scrap boxes rather than just using the scrap. And it should kind of work better. That is something we'll kind of plan out for later. So, let's see. Do we have the Vitalis and or air? We have the air. We have the Vitalis. So, void. We are missing things. It's not making the void. It is just waiting on more darkness. What else can we use for that? So let's just go this way. What else gives us a lot of darkness? Anything? Dark axes. The obsidian dust we could also throw in. Honestly, I think skystone dust is just going to be the best. The only problem is it's going to give us a lot of alienness and Perditio. But that's okay. Let's just get a bunch of stacks of it going. Oh, hey, there we go. There's all the void metal. So we make the chest plate. We'll scan it. And then we can go ahead and do this infusion. So, Flugel Tiara. I accidentally put it on. Air Sigil. I accidentally used it. And the Flying Ointment we'll put right there. Alright, here goes nothing. So if any of these... I don't want to jinx anything, but if any of these fall off and get destroyed, we're kind of doomed. And that's because none of these... The Sigil is probably the easiest thing to make. We could make another Flugel Tiara. It would be a pain, though, because we're going to use the rest of our Gaia Spirits. And I don't really want to do that. So... yeah, hopefully everything goes well. The Flying Ointment is also a pain to make, and this infusion would get very unstable. So there goes the Eider. We're already to the second thing, and so far so good. Eider should be done here in a second, and it should move on to probably the magic. Maybe. But yeah, so hopefully nothing goes wrong. We'll get the Thaumostatic Harness, we'll scan it, and then hopefully we can turn it into the Angel Ring today. That's the plan anyways. Now with the Angel Ring, nope, the Vitalis was next. With the Angel Ring, we can fly around creative mode style, which is going to be really nice for this. It's going to allow me to kind of get around easier. I don't have to worry about charging my jetpack and all that kind of fun stuff. And because this jetpack, whatever, doesn't actually have any uses, we're going to send it to the spirit world. And the reason being is if I can get flight, then I can find all the things I need a lot easier, fly around pretty quick, and all that fun stuff, and doesn't really matter too much. Now, unfortunately, if it runs out of power, there's not much I can do about it unless I make a capacitor or something like that. But we'll get to there when we get there. So, this is the last of the Essentia that needs to go in here, and then I'll start sucking up the items, and this long process, which has taken a couple episodes, will be finished, and then we just need to wait on Iridium, and that's always fun. So there goes the Flugel Tiara, there goes the Air Sigil, Flying Ointment, you're next, and there is the Thaumostatic Harness. So this is yet another thing that gives you flight. It's terrible. I do not recommend using it. It is super slow. It is super bad. Don't bother with it if you can get something better. If you're trying to go for just Thaumcraft, it is pretty much the only flight you have. But I don't recommend it otherwise. So with that taken care of, I wonder how much we need. I need to figure out how to get more Electrotine. A lot more Electrotine if we want to make more solar panels. I think we're going to have to start... I think one of the next things is we're going to have to start working on getting a lot more power generation and actually setting up our laser drill. I think that would give us what we need. But we have 57. Alright, we're not going to be able to do this yet today. But we have everything else. So let's go ahead and we can at least get one more piece. And maybe... maybe two. I don't know. But we need 3 more pieces, I believe. So I guess for the rest of the episode, if I can actually speak, because we can make one of these, and we literally just need one more piece. So let's take a look at some stuff. We don't need the Thaumostatic Harness anymore, or the Gaia Pylons, or the Tiara. So things are going good. Now, if we want Electrotine, because we need this stuff in order to make the solar panels. They are part of the photovoltaic cell, and if we want to make a bunch of this stuff, the only way we can really get it is either sifting, which is a relatively low chance. It's not that low, but it's a relatively low chance, or from the actual ore. Now, can we get the block some way? No. The ore itself can be made, but it doesn't look like it can actually be... It doesn't look like it can be actually, like, taken care of any other way. So, why do we not have that much sand? Oh, because it's all being turned into dust. So we have fortune. Let's go ahead and just make this the fastest thing ever, because that's what we need the most of. We are out of sulfur. Huh. Well, those don't go in there. So are things filling up? Maybe? Sulfur. Sulfur probably is. We can void that pretty easily. Let's see. Yep, sulfur is full. Let's go ahead and void sulfur. I can make one of these pretty quickly. Pretty easily. We'll void it. Perfect. How's this guy doing? We still have 9 blocks of coal. So, presumably we have plenty of ender pearls. And... it was trying to drop stuff to me, but I don't know what. That's weird. Anyways. How's all this doing? Hammering. I don't know why those are in there. Pulverized coal and surge quartz dust. So something else went in there. This is not the best of systems, I will be honest. We have a lot of ores that need to be processed. So let's just go... surge dust and pulverized coal. Don't I have? Yeah, I do. Okay. So... we need more Electrotine so that we can get more solar panels. If we look at our solar panels, we can make... let's see. If we want to make one of these, we need a lot more Electrotine. We also need more steel, but that's not actually a problem. This system is set up pretty nicely. We already have a lot of steel as well. So, for the most part, a large portion of what we need to do from here on out is just kind of setting up better systems to automate things, to get what we need and whatnot. And then, of course, dealing with all of the magic stuff. So we need 3 more of these guys. It's going to require quite a bit of UU matter. So what I am going to do is I'm going to call the episode here. Next time we are going to, what should we work towards? I think getting, what is it that we need? More than anything. So, with the creative energy cells, we can make the pellets of our GT. We have a ton of this stuff. So, in fact, let's go ahead and get a bunch of iron plates. And we can get those automated enough that we can, what am I trying to say? We can get this automated enough, and I can just come over here and compress them. And here, put some of them in there and there. Super fast. We can get the dense iron plates. We can get the pellets of RGT fuel. We have plenty of plutonium, which is surprising. We have over a stack. Now this stuff is used for the pellets, and that's about it. The pellets are used for the reactors as well as the mob grinder, which would be nice to have. We really just need to get into Draconic Evolution. That's kind of where we're at. The enhanced Gaia Guardian stuff is such a pain, but the big problem is going to be these quantum solar panels, just because of how many pieces of iridium we need. So we definitely need to improve this system. What's going to be the easiest way to do that? More power. So maybe we set up a tiny nuclear reactor next time and use that to make all the stuff we want. UU matter-wise, maybe we'll set up a little bit better system for that stuff. Kind of move away from using the nuclear reactors, and that should be good. So that's what we'll do. We will start working towards a big reactor. Out of curiosity, how much we have? Plenty of Yellorium. Alrighty then. So that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We beat the Gaia Guardian. If we take a look at the mana pool, we now have access to everything but the crystal clusters, the primordial pearls, and the wand itself, plus of course the creative portable tank. But everything else we have access to, so that is kind of amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!